We don't know. Whichever way it will be expressed, it will be a big explosion, I can assure you right now. Please help us so that before that explosion point comes, we can take care of them, they're happy with their life, they're as creative, as talented, any of our kids. They're no different. But they're in a situation, they see the world outside on their mobile, we see the televisions everywhere, but they don't see their life, they're in a prison. And why they are in prison? They have stories to listen to their mother, their father, no answer, when do we come back home? And that's a very important question to be answered for them.
And your plan is still that eventually they go back home?
That's the only way it can be solved.
You're not going to integrate them into Bangladesh?
It's impossible to do that. It's impossible.
Why?
So already the people who live around the camps, very hostile. Very simple reason. You get everything free. And we are struggling to make a life. And then you take our jobs, you take our food, you take away things from us. Why didn't you go back to your country? Why are you interfering with our life? Those kind of things. Your children having a fun life, our children, no life. To them it's a fun life because you're sitting there not playing games. It's a fun life. Our children is working hard, but no life. So that will spread. The moment you say that, you promise that they will go back. The government promised that they will go back, and they know that. Now, to say that they will stay with us, who are they? We are having difficulty now. You are putting them into us. No political government, no government will accept that.
You've made the point very, very clearly. Let's go to questions. There are going to be a lot of them because there are a lot online, I can see already.
Wow, a lot of them.
Hands up everywhere.
Can I take the first opportunity?
Who is speaking?
Me.
I'm going to go to the woman here in the front.
Okay.
And then we're going to go one at a time. I'm going to take a couple here. I will come to you. And I will get the people in the back as well.
Thank you for the opportunity to question you. My name is Sami Akhtar and I'm a UK correspondent for the Daily Sangram Pratidin. So I have a question for you about your reformation agenda. You have said that for the freedom country or Bangladesh, new Bangladesh, you have to change some key pointers. Those are related to your reformation, which is reform. So now my question is to you that when you arrived at Dhaka airport on 8th of August 2024, you said that your main challenges is to bring all the people together. So whenever we see that the Bangladesh first President Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's, his house was demolished by over the 6 hours by Dhaka City Corporation bulldozer. So there we have seen that the administration was silent. So on this basis, you have you have made division by separating particular persons or their supporters. So on this basis, we can say that how you plan for reform Bangladesh or make unity, accept them, and are you an only advisor for the other half, excluding them particular parties or the persons?
Okay.
Thank
you very much indeed.
That's a lot of questions. Yeah, simple answer is lots of questions, lots of issues, all came at the same time. We couldn't handle everything right away. So it's a kind of a period that we have gone through. Things have calmed down, come to order. Now we are dealing with it. Bringing order to the nation was a big task for us because the police force that we got, yesterday they are shooting at the kids. And today suddenly they said, okay, clear the road, get out. Who are you? They want to beat you up because you killed my brother, you killed my son, you killed my sister. And now you're telling me to do what to do. So they're afraid to go to the road. So we had a deadlock situation. We didn't know how to handle those kind of things. So it took time. And luckily, I can report you, that has come down now. People are accepting the police, all the people that we identified as the perpetrator of all the terrible things that happened to Bangladesh, taken out of the services, and they will be under trial. This is the trial becomes such an important thing. You know the person. It's not something some police, I know the guy who did that. It's in front of me, it's in my video. I can show you my video. The whole thing happened in Bangladesh with open videos everywhere. So all recorded. It's an amazing kind of uprising where every single event is recorded as it happened. Not one camera. Everybody has a camera. Everybody's taking. It's all been assembled, it's identified, and we are trying to clean. We are not saying that we are a government to solve all the problems. We are successes. We have now a police force which can bring law and order in the country and so on. So we are, and the unity of the political parties is a number one goal for us. We have been sitting together, all this thing we're talking about creating a July charter. It's not an easy thing for all the parties to sit together and debate, but we're doing that. And I'm promising you here, and I hope I can deliver you in July. July is next month. That charter will be announced in the presence of all parties. That's the best unity you can get in any country after a revolution within a month, within a year.
Okay. Thank you very much. The front row here, the man next to you, is so packed.
Thank you, Chair.
I'd like to say who you are, please.
My name is Hossain. I work for Channel Television. I've got a very precise question. People in Bangladesh, a significant number of people in Bangladesh apparently disillusioned with the conventional political system. So once the election is over, the democratically elected government takes over. Are you in a position, or do you have any desire to be a part of that government?
No way. No way.
Good one.
I think none of our cabinet members would like to do that, not only me. So our job is to make sure the transition is managed well and people are happy when we hand over power to the elected government. So we want to make sure election is right. That's a very critical factor for us. If the election is wrong, this thing will never be solved again. It will be very difficult.
Thank you for the question and answer. Right, Mika, last one in the front row here, and then I'm coming to the back, and over here. We've got good time. Not for everyone, but lots of time.
Sorry, for me.
Sorry, no, I'm this chap here. Sorry.
Hi, thank you very much for arranging this event. My name is Diwan Mehdi. I'm the Director General of British Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industry. First of all, I would like to say thank you to you for taking the responsibility in a big chaos when the young generation was wanting for a big change. So you showed the courage, and we appreciate your time and patience.
We had no other option. Therefore,
Okay. My question is to you. We have seen a very surprising role played by India. They seem to be a democratic country, but when it comes, we talk about Bangladesh, their role is very unclear. In what capacity, if I speak very legally, they are keeping Sheikh Hasina in their country, while there would be a trial going on in our country, and the same question was asked in their parliament. They did not have any clear answer. And I know you are a very well-known person, like internationally. In order to create pressure on India, how you are using your lobby in terms of United Kingdom, in terms of USA and other countries, because this is very surprising in 21st century. If we see a prime minister fled from one country after killing thousands of people, after making injured thousands of students, like number of incidents we have seen there was no internet even. Our friends were there, our family member was there, and someone needs to take the responsibility. And in what capacity India is keeping her?
Thank you for the question.
as you described, if I had the chance to show the 1 minute video of 1 minute video for the entire thing, so whatever somebody captured, you'll understand what it is, how the things happen, how terrible things, how cruel things happen. So it's not the 1 minute. It goes on month after month that happened and came to the peak of this in July, and finally 5th of August the government disappeared. So all this anger is in there, and the whole anger and everything is now transferred in India, because she, the Prime Minister, went there and started, not only she's living there, the problem is, when I had a chance to talk to Prime Minister Modi, I just simply said, you want to host her? I cannot force you to abandon that policy, but please help us in making sure she doesn't speak to Bangladeshi people the way she is doing. She announces on such and such day, such and such hour, she will speak. And the whole Bangladesh get very angry. That why is she speaking? Why is she keeping this whole anger thing inside of us now?
And is India doing what you asked?
No. Modi's answer, I quote, he said, it's a social media, we cannot control it. What can you say? It's an explosive situation. You can't just walk away by saying it's a social media. So this is what is still going on.
May I ask you, I believe in technical terms,
Yeah.
you've written an informal, an unsigned diplomatic note
Yes.
to India
Yes, we did.
asking for her extradition.
Absolutely.
And they've noted that it has arrived. But does that mean, in a sense, you're leaving it to the next government?
This will continue. I mean, this
Yeah,
is,
but it is-
now,
it
in
is
the
not
meantime,
the-
another stage has come.
Yeah.
I just want to add. Now there's a case, the International Criminal Tribunal has started the trial process. They send notices to Hossain for all the crimes she has committed, part of the crimes. There's so many other crimes coming up. So they have to respond to that notice. This is a legal notice now. So we have to go to the Interpol and all the other things that happen to that. This is the process that we are following. We want it to be very legal, very proper. We don't want to make sure that we do something out of anger or something. We want to build the best of relationship with India. It's our neighbor. We don't want to have any kind of basic problem with them. But somehow things go wrong every time, because of all the fake news coming from the Indian press. And many people say it has connections with the policymakers on the top and so on. So this is what makes Bangladesh very jittery, very, very angry. We try to get over this anger, but the whole barrage of things keep happening on the cyberspace. We can't just get away from that. Even if I try to peaceful, suddenly they say something, do something, anger comes back.
Okay.
So this is our now big task to make sure that we can have at least a peaceful life to go on with our life, to create the life that we are dreaming about.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take two now. You've been very energetic, right by the wall. Yep, you. And then I'm going to take the one who has been, yes, you, who is going like that. Right at the back, yep, you, pointing at your own head, yep.
Thank you, Professor Yunus. My name is Nazimuddin. I'm the chairman of Chowdhury Samiti UK. I was born just 2 miles away from your birthplace.
Okay.
So with that disclaimer, I wanted to ask a question to you. Will you seize this opportunity, this moment, to break free from fascist structure and system, and then allow the people to vote for the reforms that you are taking and embed that reform into a constitution, and through referendum allow people to vote for it? As far as I'm aware, about 20,000 comments that I read on social media, 95% people support your reforms. We don't want to be hostage to political parties. Why don't you just go back directly to civic societies and the people and allow them to vote whether they would like to go ahead and change Bangladesh for the future and make it a real tiger for the world economy. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to be clear. Are you asking for a vote on the charter?
Absolutely. What I'm asking is that July Charter, of course, will be a legally binding agreement.
Yep.
But in order to sustain that reform, it needs to be structurally built in within Constitution.
You'd like a vote on that?
Yeah, we heard about that, about having a kind of referendum on the issues that we have. There are so many complicated issues. The argument is referendum will be meaningless because most of the people don't even understand what you're what they're voting for. So people will laugh at it, that it doesn't make any sense. So it's the politicians representing the people, all parties, They are involved in all these political issues and all the national issues, and they're supposed to understand, they're supposed to debate. If they have agreed together, all parties, that's what we are focusing on, all parties, then it's more real than giving it to a referendum of all the package. It's a big package. So this is what the path we took.
But referendums have lots of problems
Yeah.
with them, as many countries know, but
You must be referring to something, they're smiling.
but it would answer the point, the challenge to you, that this charter is in some way not democratic. We can come back to that. Let me come to you who stood up. You've been very energetic.
Chief Advisor, welcome to London.
Thank you.
On behalf of British Bangladeshi community, I'm Councillor Saifuddin Khalid. I'm also a practicing barrister, British Bangladeshi practicing barrister in London. I have two questions for you. How confident are you?
Could you possibly have just one?
It's very quick two questions. I'm not going to make a statement. How confident are you that the political and democratic organs will be well equipped to hold a general election, a credible election with level playing field by April 2026?
We'll try our best.
And secondly, British Bangladeshi community would like to have a meeting with you. Do you have a plan to meet British Bangladeshi community who are eagerly waiting to meet and have view exchange with you? Thank you, Chief Advisor.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting. I wish we could, but our program makes such a packed program. We are rushing from one to the other. Thank you so much, but definitely we'll try to keep in touch. Thank you.
We can take this
Very kind of you.
as part of the meeting. I'm going to the woman in a white shirt there. Sorry, I can't quite see. Yes. Okay.
Hello.
Professor, my name is Dr. Zoe Mandich, and I'm very, very interested in Bangladesh, and especially the young generation, the generation which stood up for justice. And this is a role model for all of us. My question is that with the new technology such as AI, what can be done? What is in your policies and support you're giving to that 10 million student who rose in terms of, having a hope for future, getting a foot place in the market, in the global market for future and for jobs? And there are obviously countries around you that are running special AI programs. Is there anything that we can do to help and support the students especially? Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for your offer. It's a very important offer. We want to be supportive of the young people as much as we can. And I try to bring to the notice of the world and notice of people in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a very unique country. It's the 8th most populous country in the world. Don't forget that. It's a huge number of people in that country, 180 million people, in a very tiny space. The most important part of that is not about the density of the population, is about the age of the population. Half the population of that 180 million, 90 million people, is under the age of 26 and younger. So this is a unique feature of Bangladesh, where many countries getting older and older, they don't have people to work in these countries. Bangladesh is getting younger and younger, and young population everywhere, and very talented young people, not just young people, very talented, very creative young people. I get goosebumps when I think about this. This is more than gold mine. You can do anything in the world with this young population, only if we can run our country right. Because this is needed not for Bangladesh, it's needed for the whole world. I was recently visiting Japan. Amazing thing, request they're making. Please send your young people to Japan. We want to take as many as you can send. So we signed 2 agreements in this trip to send 100,000 young people to go and work in Japan. And I said, please keep these doors open so that we can continue to bring young people from Bangladesh, boys and girls, not just boys and girls, to come to Japan and do everything that you need to do, because you don't have any population to run your factory, run your businesses, run your buses. Their buses stop. They have no driver. Their taxis don't function. There's no driver. Your businesses shut down because there's no people who run the business. Their agriculture stopped, abandoned, because no